How do parenting styles affect a child's development? Hey there! Today, let's chat about something every parent cares about: how parenting styles influence a child's growth and development. Sounds a bit academic, doesn't it? But don't worry. I'll break it down in a way that feels like we're just having coffee together and sharing tips on how to raise happy, confident, and well-behaved kids. So here's a big question. How can we know for sure that the way we parent is what makes the difference, not some other factor? Like our living conditions? Interesting. Right? Let's dive into this one step at a time. How do parenting styles impact a child's development? First things first. Researchers have worked hard to figure out how parenting styles relate to how kids turn out. And no, they didn't just guess, they even took other factors, like socioeconomic status, into account to make sure their findings were solid. How did they do it? They tracked children over time and looked for noticeable changes. For example, if a child became less social as they grew older, even after factoring in early behavior issues, then parenting style might have played a role. And here's what they discovered. Kids from authoritative families, the ones who are both firm and loving, tend to be amazing. These kids not only perform well in school but are also emotionally strong and socially skilled. On the flip side, kids with authoritarian parents, those who are too strict, often develop aggressive or defiant behaviors. They're also more likely to struggle with anxiety, depression, or low self-esteem. What about permissive parents? Well, while these kids might avoid major behavior problems, they often face more challenges compared to kids raised by authoritative parents. They also tend to have lower academic achievement. And then there's the uninvolved parenting style, where parents don't pay much attention to their kids at all. Sadly, these children tend to struggle the most in every area of life. In fact, many juvenile offenders come from homes where parents are neglectful. See how much of a difference our parenting style can make. Just a small change can have a huge impact on a child's future. Why are authoritative parents more successful? Now here's the big question: why does the authoritative style work so well? The answer lies in how these parents strike a balance. They create an environment where kids have the freedom to grow but within clear, consistent boundaries. This approach helps children become independent, confident, and responsible. Sounds like the ideal recipe for success, doesn't it? Here's another fun fact. Schools often operate on principles similar to the authoritative parenting style. So kids from authoritative families tend to understand and meet their teachers' expectations more easily. But hold on. There's another factor to consider: peer influence. If kids are surrounded by friends with negative habits, that can sometimes weaken the positive effects of good parenting. What happens when parents don't agree on how to parent? Now, here's a situation many families face. One parent wants to raise the kids one way, and the other wants to do it differently. So, does that inconsistency hurt the kids? The good news is that if at least one parent uses the authoritative style, things are more likely to turn out well. For example, even if the mom is permissive, but the dad is authoritative, the child still has a better chance of thriving. Researchers have confirmed this. So, even if there's a difference in parenting styles. Try to find a balance where at least one of you provides that loving, firm guidance kids need to grow. See? Parenting isn't always easy. But I truly believe that with care and a willingness to learn, we can make great things happen for our kids. Got any questions or stories to share? Don't hesitate to reach out. I'd love to hear from you.